Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a day and night look, but I'm going to be doing the day look on this half of my face and the night look on this half of my face. I'm going to be doing it all with the Tartelette palette, just to show you how versatile this palette is. Honestly, you can do day and night just with one palette, which is great. Normally I would be doing my introduction with the finished look, but I think it's quite fun that you get to see what it's going to look like at the end, and it'll be a surprise for everyone because I haven't even tried this yet, so I don't know how it's going to go. I think it's going to look really weird because this half will be like slaying it and this half will be like let's go to work, let's go shopping. So we'll see, but I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. So I've actually already started by putting a primer and some foundation on my skin. I've also done my eyebrows because I think I'm going to do quite a lot of blending and stuff, and I wanted to get all of that out the way so I could frame the eyes in advance. So let's just get started with the eyes. So to prime the eyes, as always, we're going to be using the Paisley Pot by MAC. And I'm actually going to put this on both eyes. Hopefully for quite a lot of the steps it will be very similar. I've literally... my table is like this side's really day and then this side's really night. So it's a bit weird, I'm not really sure where to start. So we're going to start by just opening up our Tartelette palette like this. This palette though, I'm going to go in with this colour here, which is called Charmer. I'm going to be using a Sephora shadow brush, which is number 60. I'm going to apply this to both eyes. It's just going to set our setting stuff. Our painterly setting powder. It's not even a powder. I should just stop talking. I'm gonna start mostly day and bring some day over here and then show you how you can incorporate the nighttime into it as well. Flower Child as our transition colour, and I'm going to go in with my MAC 224 brush. I'm going to apply that all in the crease. I mean, it's more of a creamy colour, but it's cute and I really enjoy this colour. You know what? I'm gonna go in with Sweetheart, this one here. I'm going to carry on using the 224 brush. And I'm going to put that in the crease as well. Try and build up that pink colour. I'm going to just use wind wiper motions to get that colour all over. Then I'm going to go in with Rebel, which is this one here. Still smells like cupcakes. And again, I'm going to continue, actually, no I'm not. I'm going to use my Sephora crease shadow brush, number 73. I use a lot of the same brushes. I think once you found a good one, just keep going with it. So I'm just going to go in with Rebel, but this time I'm going to keep it to the left-hand side of my eye. Gonna sort of smoke that out. So now I pretty much have the day look done. It's really that simple. I'm just going to go in with the Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to just pick up the colour Leader, only a really tiny amount because I don't want to make it too dark. I just want to have a little bit more of a smoky eye here. Then I'm going to go in with Funny Girl, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to put a little bit more painterly back on my lid so that it sticks. So back into the paint pot. Just going to dab a little bit at the corner of my eye. I'm going to go in with Funny Girl. I'm just going to use my finger for this because I think you get the best application. And after I've done some of the under eye concealer, I'll smoke it out a little bit underneath, but for that eye we're pretty much done now. I'm not going to do a liner because I want to keep it really simple and day, so we'll leave that one for the time being, and then we'll move over to the night eye. And I'm going to go back in with Leader, which was this one here. Put that on the brush. I'm just gonna put it in the corner. I'm just going to smoke it out. A little bit more. With Activist, which is this one here. It's kind of like a dark brown, but it also, it's quite weird. It has a bit of like a greenish shade to it as well, which I love. I'm going to use the same M441 brush. I'm just going to get it on the tip, like a really small amount. It's always better to start off with a little and then you can add more. I'm just going to start by painting it onto my lid, and then I'm going to start blending it into the crease. So you can just build up the colour. If you go in too heavy at first, you're going to really regret it, because it's just gonna go in too dark, and then you can never take that darkness away, whereas you can always add more, so you want to make sure that you're really careful with that. Now, just to set the glitter that I'm going to put on the eye, I'm going to go in with a Marc Jacobs eye stick. You can use any colour. I literally just use this because it's a bit glittery, so if for any reason the eyeshadow was to rub away, I'll still always have some glitter on my lid where I want it to be. This is in the colour Twinkle Pop, and I'm just going to put that on my lids here. In with Rocker, which is this colour here. Again, I'm just going to use my finger to apply it, because I think you always get the best application that way. I'm just going to put it over the top, and you can see it just like intensifies the glitter that you're putting on. We're then going to wing it out. So I'm going to wing it out with the Stila waterproof eyeliner in Intense Black. Go in. I sometimes think with liquid eyeliner, you just got to go for it. Try not to think about it. Connect it around. That's better. So that is our wing done. For a day look, I actually have two different shades of concealer. I have one that's a lot lighter than my skin tone, and one that actually matches my foundation exactly. So I'm gonna actually do different ones on and dry, but I'll probably just use this one for top and bottom, just because it's easier. So I'll start off on this side. So I'm using the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Chantilly for my night look. I'm gonna go in with the same concealer, but in the shade Vanilla. And as you can see, this one is nowhere near as light as the other one. In fact, I'm pretty sure this one almost exactly matches my foundation. I'm now going to blend out the concealer with a beauty blender. It's damp. You can obviously, you don't have to make yours damp, that is totally up to you, but just blend out all your concealer. Okay, once you've blended it out, we're going to set it with our Laura Mercier setting powder, translucent setting powder. I'm going to use a setting powder brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just going to sort of place it on my face. I'm not going to bake, but I'm just going to put a little bit extra on. Now that we've set the eyes, we need to set the face. So I'm going to go in with Becca Mineral Foundation in the shade Buttercup. Buttercup. I'm going to use my Real Techniques setting powder brush. Now that we've set the face and the eyes, we can finish off by going back and doing our under eyes. Sweetheart. I'm using a Morphe B16 brush, which is a very little brush, perfect for setting. I'm just going to bring it under the eye here. And then in the corner, I'm going to go in with Rebel, which is this one here. Before I put some shadow under this eye, I'm going to go in with Chanel Long Lasting Liner in the shade Ebony, and I'm going to put it on my waterline. Sephora straight liner brush, which is number 91, which is this little brush here. And I'm going to go in with Smoke Show, which is this bottom colour here. I'm just going to use this to set my eyeliner. I'm just going to go in and dab it on top of the liner, like so. Then I'm going to take the same Morphe B16 brush. I'm going to go in with Leader, and I'm going to smoke out the under eye, going on the waterline and bringing it down. I'm going to be using Sephora Celebrity Lashes. These are quite nice and like wispy, which I think would be quite nice. Okay, so I'm just going to apply the lashes onto the eye. When you've applied your lashes, we can then put on some mascara. I'm going to go in with Better Than Sex by Too Faced. I'm going to do this on both lashes. So I'm not going to put any falsies on my day look because I want to try and keep it as natural as possible on this side. Like so, and then we're also going to put some mascara on our bottom lashes. We're going to use MAC Extended Play. There we go. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to move on to the rest of our face. So on this side, I'm going to try and keep it light as possible, not too heavy. So I'm going to go in with Chanel bronzer in the shade number 30. And I'm going to use my MAC 108 brush. Top tip, when you do your bronzer, you want to do it in the shape of 3. So that means you're covering underneath so you don't have a difference between your face and your neck. You're doing your cheekbone and then you're also coming up top. Okay, and then I'm going to put some blusher on. I'm going to use MAC Warm Soul. So to finish it off, I'm going to go in with MAC Soft and Gentle highlighter. Still using the 108 brush. No. Fan brush. I only just got this, so I'm not used to using it. Okay, so then we're done for our natural day look. Natural. In with MAC Prep and Prime in the shade Dark. But we're not worrying so much about the rule of 3 because that's to make it look a bit more natural, whereas on this side we just want to go out and we want our selfies to be on point. I'm going to use a Clarins Colours of Brazil bronzer to bronze this side of the face, and I'm going to use my MAC 108 brush still. This one's quite nice, it's got some pinks and some shimmery tones in there as well. There we go. It's quite a bronze look. But I don't know about you guys, but I find that if I put a bit more bronzer on than I normally would, in photos it really makes your cheeks pop. I'm gonna use a MAC cream blusher in the shade Lush. The way to apply this is with your fingers. So what I do is I just warm it up in the palette. I then rub it on another finger to get off any excess, and then I'm just gonna put this along my cheekbone. Because now we're going to go in with our highlighter. I'm going to go in with the Becca and Jasleen Hill range in Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop. I'm going to go back in with the Morphe B8 fan brush. I'm highlighting the hell out of this look. I don't even know if you can see. I'm shiny as hell and it's amazing. Highlight the top of my brow bone on the top of my brow bone just to make my eyebrows pop. I'm also going to put this in the corner of my eye, just a bit of a shine. I'm going to line my lips with this little Sephora pencil in the shade Nude Beige. So once we've lined our lips with that, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Pure Hollywood. Okay, and now that that's dried, I'm going to go in with the Buxom lips in the shade Amber. This is like a lip plumping sort of lip gloss, but I think the shade is gorgeous. So I'm just going to... There we go. And the look is complete. I'm just going to do my hair for a day-night look and I'll be right back. So I've just quickly put my hair into a messy bun at the back, and then I've let all the messiness come down at the front. I think this is just quite a nice way to just have a sort of casual, I don't really care look, but equally it can be a bit fun when you're going out. You don't have to worry too much. You could poof it up a bit more at the back. I'm just not the biggest hair person ever. I went out like this on Saturday and no one complained, so I went with it. I hope you guys really enjoyed these looks. And I hope it was helpful to see how one palette can be used in two completely different ways, especially with really similar colours, similar brushes, everything. I really could not recommend this palette enough. It's so beautiful. The pigments are insane. The smell of cupcakes is my life. And I'm able to do two looks in hardly no time at all. And I know that I'll use both of these at some point. I probably won't go outside looking like this because people might think I'm a little weird, and I am, and I will accept that I am a very weird person, but we don't really want the neighbours to know that, do we? No. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was really helpful to see that there were so many different things you can do with this palette. Day look, night look. I mean, if this is your day look, you are slaying 24/7. Like, I would love to be able to do that. But yeah, so give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give me any suggestions or comments down below. As always, all the products I have used will be in the description box in order of use. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this and found it helpful, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye! But I was good. I only had 2 glasses. My flatmate had a bottle. I'm looking at you, Flora. I'm looking at you. Oh my goodness, it smells so good. Why does everything in my life smell like cupcake apart from me? Why don't I have any cupcakes? Off. Paired. Man. Got hair everywhere. Well, my goodness, I totally forgot about this. Okay, there's that YouTube video of that bird. Oh my god, it's like daytime, no, nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime. I kind of feel like that's what we got going on here. It's like nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime. I really hope someone's seen that video and they know what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna take a selfie. My friends are not gonna understand. Slaying. Slaying. Both sides of my face are slaying because of this palette.